Good morning. My name is Chef Philip, and today I'm going to make fresh peach crumb bars with fresh peaches. And I've taken the peaches and chopped them into pieces, little pieces, and that's the main ingredient. So what we're going to make first is a crust. We're going to make a crust first, and then we're going to pour the mixture of peaches into that crust, and then we're going to bake it. And eventually we'll have peach bars, and on top we're probably going to do some icing on top. I've got the ingredients for the icing. I'm just going to decide whether I'm going to use it or not. So anyway, so let's get started. First we're going to take 3 cups of flour. 3 cups of flour. We'll put it in our mixing bowl. I'm going to use the KitchenAid mixer. I'm using that more and more, and otherwise I'd be using this. So this KitchenAid, it really does a good job. So we've added our 3 cups of flour. We're going to add 1 cup of sugar, and we're going to add baking powder, one teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Put that right in there. Get everything out. Get everything out. And we're going to put it in the mixer and mix that up. Yes, I really like this mixer. This saves a lot of work. Okay, now while that's mixing up, I'm going to find out what we're putting in next. The next thing will be our butter. I've taken a butter, which is 1 cup of butter, and I've cubed it. They said to cube it. Okay, let's see how we're doing with the mixing. Okay, very good. I think I'm going to now add the butter, and we're just going to put that in and let it mix. Once again, we have 1 cup of butter, which is really 2 sticks. 2 sticks of butter equals 1 cup. So we're going to mix that up. Whoa! That's why they make covers for these KitchenAids. Sometimes the flour flies out of them until it gets going. Yeah, boy, you got to keep that on a lower speed. Okay, we're mixing the crust mixture in the KitchenAid, and I have the butter in there. But the butter is not doing too good. So what the recipe calls for, basically, is to take a pastry cutter, they call it, pastry cutter, and that's to chop up the butter in there. So we're going to have to just do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have chopped up the butter, and you're supposed to mix this until it looks like sand. And then we're going to now add 1 egg, lightly beaten. So I have an egg. We're going to lightly beat it. After we crack it, put it in the bowl, get the shells away. I take my whisk. It says lightly beat the egg. Lightly beat the egg. I'm not sure why, because the food processor would have beat it beat it up anyway, but we'll follow the recipe. Okay, we have a beaten egg we're going to pour in here. Get it all in there. That's good. And now we're supposed to beat it till it looks like sand. So once this is done, we're going to take a little more than half of it and we're going to put it in a baking dish. Now I'm using a 9 by 13 baking dish, and I put parchment paper in the bottom and the sides so that when I take it out, it comes out real easy when I take it out of the oven. By the way, I've got to set my oven temperature at 350 degrees. So we have our oven temperature set at 350 degrees, and that we'll probably be cooking this for, maybe 35 minutes. We always use the toothpick, of course, to see if it's done, but that's, they call for 30 to 35 minutes. Okay, this looks pretty much like sand. I think we're ready. So I got to get the mixture off the beater. And you got to do this very carefully, otherwise you'll get the mixture in your face. Okay, I was standing here, and then I noticed my video camera went off. Actually, it was after I had started mixing the peach mixture. So I have hopefully fixed the problem, and I'm going to start where I left off, and that was I was putting this mixture in the bottom of the baking dish. That I use parchment paper. And actually, that's how it looks. Okay, so we're going to put the fruit, which is the peach mixture, in this baking dish. So I've got to make that up. So I'm going to put this aside. Put it over here. Now, in this bowl, I had already started, so I'll tell you what's in the bowl. So the peach mixture is a large bowl. Whisk together sugar, ½ cup, cornstarch, 1 tablespoon, and a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. So I've mixed that up. That's in the bowl. Now I have to add the peaches, and I have to keep checking to make sure my video's still going. So I have my camera, my cell phone here, showing what the video is showing. Okay, so we're going to add the peach mixture, and that's right back here. And I took 5 peaches, fresh peaches, and I put them in boiling water for 60 seconds, and then I pulled them out and put them in ice water. That way I could remove the skins, and then I diced them up. So that's going to go in the mixture. Okay, the peaches are in. All right, now, so what we're going to do here is we add the peaches, toss to combine. Okay, we're going to toss them up, and I don't need the whisk. I'm going to toss them up with my little spatula here, and we're just tossing them in the mixture here. So we're tossing them. Okay. Now I think we have to add some lemon juice to it at this point. So we have to add lemon juice, and I'll tell you how much lemon juice we have to add, and that's 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and I use real lemon. I use real lemon rather than squeeze my own. It's it's a lot easier just to grab the bottle, and it's real lemon. So it's 1 teaspoon in here of lemon. Whoops, little squirt got in there. That's all right. You can always use more lemon. Yes. So the lemon, real lemon is in, and we'll just toss that up a little bit more. And we got the lemon in there, and that's looking pretty good. Ooh, boy, can't wait to taste this dish. Okay, that's ready. So I have mixed up the peaches, and then there's the mixture for the peaches. All right, let's see what it says here. Okay, so now we're going to pour it into the crust, over the crust, and spread evenly. Okay, so let's get our crust back. Where'd our crust go? Oh, here it is. Okay, our crust is right here. So we're gonna pour that into the crust, and that's just a peach thing. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna pour that in here. And we're gonna spread it out. Spread it out a little bit. A little bit more out of here. I like to get as much as I can of what I mix together. I just get everything I can into the bowl, into the dish there. Okay, so we got to spread that out, and we're going to go just spread it across over to the sides evenly. Just press it around. This really is a long recipe, but I'm sure it's worth it when you get through. Because the next thing is we're going to bake it, and boy, that comes out pretty good. I got the wall around the sides just about right. I'll show you in a second here. Put that in there like that. Okay, very good. So that's what it looks like. I can't tilt it too much, but maybe you can see. I'll try that. There it is. Okay. All right. Okay, now the oven is pre-baked. I set the oven for 350, and I'm gonna bake it for 30 to 35 minutes. Let me put this in the oven. And in she goes. Set the timer. I'm gonna set it for 30 minutes. Start the timer. Okay, so let me take a break while that's cooking, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. The timer's about ready to go off, and then we'll see what our dish looks like. So, oh, there's the timer. Let me get this out of the oven. And put it on a rack. Okay, so here it is, and it's finished. It's just brown on the top and darker browned around the edges. So there's your peach crumb bars. Now all you got to do is cool them off. Make sure they're really cool. I put them in the refrigerator, and they have to be cool before you cut them. And I generally slice them in the bars, the vertical and then horizontal to get my bars or squares out of there. And you can put an icing on top just before you serve them, if you'd like. The icing is 1 cup of sugar, confectionery sugar that is, confectionery sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract, 1 tablespoon of milk, and you mix that up and then just drizzle it on top just prior to serving them. So you'd cut them up and then put the icing on top. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. That's it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.